He's watching my story. Sir, what the fuck? Bruh, if you don't put some effort in and plan a date and tell me what time to be ready, shoot.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Ghost Stories. Now, I know this is coming to us during Halloween season, but there's nothing scary about these. But you know what is scary? The audacity that these men have. That is scary in itself. But today in this Get Ready With Me Ghost Stories, this is the look that I did. This is like my basic everyday how I do my makeup. So if you want to see how I did my makeup and hear about this ridiculous story, aka my life, continue to watch. Hi guys, and welcome to the first episode of Ghost Stories. I'm really excited for this because I've been wanting to do this for a long time, because unfortunately I have a lot of these stories. Because what do these men have? The audacity. I think we can all collectively agree on that. If you hear like some old man sound like you from the boondocks, he not even my neighbor. He just live downstairs. He be so loud. So if you hear him, I'm sorry. I don't know why he's screaming. So before I get into the story, I'm gonna put my wig on because I'm not gonna just sit like this on the camera. I have my wig cap on. My hair is nice and flat. I'm gonna be using Bowl Hole Active to secure my wig. Okay, let me show y'all the wig. This is the wig I'm going to be wearing. I think it's 24 inches. I made this myself. I got the hair from the beauty supply store. Actually really good hair. Like, it's actually really good hair and it's lasted for a long time. But I think I have about 3 bundles in here and a frontal. So yeah, I'm about to go ahead and install this wig so that we can hurry up and get into this story. Alright, my wig is on. I'm going to style it once I finish my makeup. But let's go ahead and get started, y'all. Okay, so first I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I'm gonna be using the dip brow and dark brown. Okay, so what are we gonna call this boy? We're gonna call this boy Picnic Boy. Yeah, we're gonna call this boy Picnic Boy, right? I met this guy on Tinder, and you know, we was talking on Tinder for a little bit. You know, he was cool. And then he asked me for my phone number. So I was like, sure, we can text, you know. We got a good conversation on Tinder. So yeah, I don't mind talking to you. He gets my phone number. And like right off rip, we talking like every day. Like every day, all day. And we had really good conversation. You know, he has really good sense of humor. Our sense of humor was very similar. So like we was really vibing, like it was a really good time, you know. So he suggested that, you know, we meet up. I was like, so what you want to do? He was like, oh, you can come to my house and, you know, we can just chill. And I was like, no, like I don't want to go to your house. I don't know you. This is not no Netflix and chill type vibe. I'm not on that. That's not what I want to do. So he's like, well, if you don't want to come to my house, then what do you want to do? So I was like, I've never been on a picnic before. I was like, let's go on a picnic. That'll be real cute. Let's go on a picnic. Y'all, I gotta cut my hair on. I'm sorry. You're probably gonna hear it in the background, but it's hot. What was I saying? The picnic. So I was like, how about we go on a picnic? And he was kind of like, I ain't never been on a picnic before. Like, what do you do for a picnic? What do I bring for a picnic? And to me, like, it was unattractive because it was like, okay, I've never been on a picnic either. But just like I can do some research and figure out what to bring for a picnic, you can too. That's like my biggest thing is like, I think it's a lot of females' biggest thing is effort. Like, no female want to hear it's whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do, we can do it. Like, bruh, if you don't put some effort in and plan a date and tell me what time to be ready. Shoot. He's like, what do I bring to a picnic? And I was like, you know, you can bring snacks, drinks, like pretty much like whatever you want to bring. Like, it's a picnic, like chill out, it's not that big of a deal. It's a picnic, bruh. And I'm like, you can bring some snacks and drinks. And he's like, well, I don't know like what to bring. And by this point I'm getting like really turned off, because it's like, wow. Because at this point I'm like, either you just don't care about, you know, this date or put any effort into it, or you slow, and neither one of them are good. So like at this point he could tell I'm kind of irritated because I'm not trying to hide it. So he's just like, you know what, I'll figure it out, don't worry about it. He's like, is there anything in particular that you need me to bring? I was like, can you bring a blanket for us to sit on, or something for us to sit on? So the day of the date comes, and you know, we haven't really talked about the picnic since that day. And like I said, he was really acting unattractive, like he didn't know what to bring, or like he wasn't excited for it. And so at this point I was like, I don't really have, you know, high expectations for it. I'm gonna go because I got nothing else to do, so I might as well go. And even if I don't like him, I can leave him and just enjoy my time at the park by myself. And we went to like a really nice location. Of course I picked a location because, like I said, if I wasn't feeling him, I was gonna just enjoy my day there and just leave him alone. So we were like right by the water on the boardwalk. Like, it was really pretty, it was really nice. So he's already there. I get there, I'm walking, like I get out my car, I call him to see where he's at. He's like, oh, I think I see you, I'm behind you. So I turn around. Bro was little, okay? Like, he had already told me he was short. And he told me he was 5'9", right? He told me he was like 5'10", right? I'm 5'11". I don't want to talk to a man that's shorter than me or that's like the same height as me. But at the same time, like, if I'm really vibing with somebody, I'm not the type to be like, oh, no, you short, so we just gonna forget the chemistry. It's not gonna cut it. But we gotta be really vibing for me to talk to you if you're shorter than me or my height. See him, and Buddy was not 5'10". Buddy was probably like 5'7". Like, he straight lied. He straight lied. But I was like, okay, well, I'm already here. So I go up to him, I give him a hug, and he has a cooler in his hand. I was like, So we go pick the spot. He sets up the blanket, he lays out the blanket, and then he's like, yeah, I brought this cooler of stuff. Like, I really didn't know what to bring, but this is what I came up with. When I tell you, I opened the cooler, he had like strawberries, like a bunch of different like fruit, a whole bunch of snacks. He had cups for the drinks. And that really impressed me, because I told him that you could bring drinks, but I didn't even think about telling him or me being like, let me bring cups for the drinks. But he brought the cups. I was like, wow, that's good. He thinks. That's what's up. That's what's up. We sit down. Me being me, I was like, let's bring something to drink, you know. So I brought a bottle of wine. Homeboy bought a bottle of Hennessy. So he pours our drinks, we're sitting there, and now I finally sat there and I looked at homeboy and I was like, oh, he's cute. Little, but he's cute, you know. Me being the forward thinker that I am, I hate awkward silences, like, because I get really uncomfortable myself, especially if you awkward, you're gonna make me awkward, and then we both gonna be sitting there awkward together looking stupid, and I don't want that to happen. So normally what I do when I'm going to meet a dude is I bring Uno, because everybody know how to play Uno, right? Everybody play Uno different, but everybody know how to play Uno. Some folks be cheating though. But anyway, besides the point. If I'm bringing the Uno, we playing it how I know how to play. And that's just on period, okay? So I pull out Uno because we've sat down, you know, we've gotten adjusted. And so I'm like, you know how to play Uno? This man dead looked me in my face and he said, no, I don't know how to play Uno. I played it like some years ago, but not recently. Not know how to play Uno? What the hell? I had to explain Uno to him, which was perfectly fine. It was whatever. And we played Uno, and like I was whooping his ass, of course. And every time he thought that he was about to win, he lost. Because I'm very competitive. You think you got a friend, you don't. I'm about to whoop your ass. First date or not, I don't care about your pride. Anyway. Besides the point. We play Uno, you know, the ice is broken, like we're sitting there laughing, joking, like we're having a good time. We had a great time together, y'all. Like we were sitting there talking about all types of stuff, like deep conversations. We were talking about our childhoods, you know, like childhood traumas, you know, like what we want to do with our lives. Like we was having real conversation and I was really into it. I mean, both of us were, like we was really enjoying each other's company to the point that we had been out there together for like 5 hours, 5.5 hours, right? Like it's starting to get dark at this point. We've been out there together for so long. So needless to say, I'm pleasantly surprised. Like considering that I thought he was, you know, not the brightest in the beginning, or you know, he know how to take any initiative, you know, he did. We had a great time, great conversation. I was like, okay, this was a successful date, you know, we had a good time, right? I was like, dang, well, it's getting dark and I'm not trying to stay out here no longer, but you know, like we're having a really good time. So I was like, you know, it's getting dark, like we should probably, you know, go home. And he's like, yeah, that's cool. He was like, I was just having like a really good time with you. Like, I really didn't want it to end. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, that's cute, that's sweet. I'm having a good time too. I'm having a good time too. We both leave. He's like, text me when you get home. And I was like, cool. So I go home. I texted him when I got home, and I can't remember what the message was, but it was like some type of like casual message or whatever, and then he didn't text me back, and I was like, oh, okay, he probably went to sleep, you know, he probably is doing something or he got busy. It's fine, whatever. The next day I text him good morning. Silence. Nothing. I didn't get nothing back from him. Hey. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. Why has he not responded to me, you know? What's up with that? It's weird. It's weird. But I was like, you know, I wonder what's going on with him. Why is he not responding? Because like I said earlier, we were talking every day, all day. Right. Yeah, he just never texted me again. Mind you, follow each other on Instagram, right? So homeboy ain't texting me back, but he posted on his story. You know, he didn't post a picture. He watching my story. He's watching my story. sir, what the fuck? I'm like, whatever. Because what I'm not the type to do is to show weakness. I don't know if any other females are like this, where they have a hard time like being vulnerable, or yeah, just a hard time being vulnerable, because I don't like to be vulnerable. You will never know you hurt my feelings. I will never let you know I was sweating you. You might be like, dang, she fell back real quick. Like, did she even like me in the first place? Meanwhile, I'm on my couch sad. But what I'm not gonna do is let you know that I'm sad because of your crusty butts. Okay? I talk to my mama about everything. Like, my mama's my best friend. So after the date, you know, I told her how the date went. Told her, you know, we had a great time. And I was like, even if we don't end up dating, that's fine, because he could be a real cool homie, you know, because we really do get along. We got along very well. You know, the next day my mom was like, so have you heard from him? Have you talked to him? And I was like, no. I was like, he ain't talked to me since the day of the date. Mama was like, wow. She was like, why? I was like, I don't know. I have no idea why homeboy stopped talking to me. So yeah, homeboy just ghosted me, but was still following me on IG, still watching my stuff. And I was like, this is just weird. So I just ended up unfollowing him because I don't want to see you no more. So yeah, months go by, like months. Like I think like 3-4 months had went by. And this was actually kind of recent. Like I deleted his number and everything because I was like, okay, I'm done with this, you know. This was a waste of time, clearly. Months go by and then I get a text message that just says, hey, from this random number. And if there's one thing about me, Kiaira gonna delete your number after we stop talking. Like, hey. And I'm like, who is this? Straight off rip, who is this? He's like, it's Picnic Boy. And I just sat there and was like, you have some audacity, my guy. You stopped talking to me months ago, but you just gonna casually come back talking about some hey? And then because I didn't respond, he double texted and he was like, remember we went on a picnic a couple months ago? Oh, I know who you are. I'm still not gonna respond. And I didn't respond to him because what's wrong with him? Sorry, y'all, my camera died, so I just went ahead and did my hair. But pretty much to wrap it up, how did he expect me to react? Did he expect me to be like, oh my gosh, hey, how have you been? You stopped talking to me all of a sudden months ago, but you know, we cool now. Like, I'm so happy you're speaking to me again. Boy. But that concludes the first ever ghost stories. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I already have the other story lined up, which is sad. The next story I'm gonna tell is about the time that this girl walked in on me and this guy, and she was like, I've been calling you all day, blah, 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 blah. But if you guys want to see that video, go ahead and get this video to, let's do 20 likes. The next story, let's get this video to 20 likes. Y'all should watch another video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in my next video. The neighbors are outside screaming.